Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, Australian television's mud runner.
That's right, we've cut 20 down to 12, and among those facing the sweeper are Birdman Jamie Kelso, bucket list Candice Boyd, Adam Malcolm in the middle, and lifesaver Naomi Flood. Now, the sweeper is the great leveller, the ultimate wipeout machine. It doesn't matter who you are, it's out to get you, and there's nowhere to hide.
Very true, Josh. Contestants must leap over the ever-accelerating arm until the last one standing is proclaimed the winner and walks away with a $1,000 cash bonus.
And remember, the last 6 go through to the next round.
But today, we've made the task even tougher.
That's what I'm talking about. Each contestant will have to wear a sack around their legs as they attempt to rise above the dastardly arm of the sweeper. So be warned, the following contains mild sack scenes which may offend some viewers.
My sack's too small.
The sack's too small. Maybe he should swap with Pocket Rocket because his seems to be really roomy.
The decorator already trying to take away Lockie's concentration with a little booty shake.
I think she had him at hello.
Got it, baby. Ooh, yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah.
All right, here we go. The sweeper in motion. It starts slowly, but it will get faster and higher. Who's this? It's Bucket List. Oh, no! She makes like a bucket and bails. The first one off.
Looks like she won't be ticking off winning 20 grand on Wipeout from her bucket list.
One down.
Oh, Pocket Rocket just hanging in there.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Austin Powers or Mini-Me, I just can't tell.
The decorator's going well. The sweeper speeding up and gaining height.
Unlike Pocket Rocket, who appears to have reached full growth potential.
Pocket Rocket down, and he comes up dog paddling.
Pocket Rocket blasts off, clears his own body height, about 10 inches, and then loses it on re-entry. If only it were a limbo competition, you would have had it sewn up.
I'm struggling.
2 down, 4 more to lose before we have our finalists.
The sweeper started to get its mojo now. It won't be long before it claims another victim.
Oh no, is that Malcolm in the middle wiping out?
Yes? No? Maybe? Can you repeat the question?
Come on, baby.
Look at the speed of this thing now. Only 3 more to lose.
Oh, that's Richie Gibson gone. And the Birdman's down. So too Bridget Starr. Carnage.
So long, Richie Gibson. Whoever you are, Birdman knocked off his perch, fails to take flight, then sings his own swan song. As for Bridget, you're sacked.
There's the horn. We have our 6. Surfer Dude Miles Cotman, the decorator, ladies man Lockie, Eco Warrior, the lifesaver, and our gentle giant. But who will win the $1,000?
Not the decorator, nor the lifesaver. The decorator had a bit of a clash with the sweeper and is opting for the nautical.
We're down to the final 4. Eco Warrior, the only girl left. Can she hold out against the boys?
Well, it's all a question of sustainability, Jeff.
Solid as a rock.
And bigger than Uluru, the gentle giant is still standing. Ladies man Lockie is over. Surfer Dude looking good. Oh no! Eco Warrior's in!
Her chances of winning that $1,000 has melted faster than a polar ice cap. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. That's a good 20, 30 years away.
Big slap, lock. Go on, boys. 3 left.
The giant's correct. Only 3 left, including the giant himself. Surfer Dude and ladies man Lockie.
Got lazy.
Oh, ladies man's down. He's struggling to get back in the sack.
Let's do it.
Oh, he's lost his sack. Now he's jumping. What happened?
Simple, Jim. When we analyse the replay, we can see he's separated from his sack. Then he sees a potential mate off to the side. And he does a fancy swan dive to attract their attention, leaving his empty sack waving in the breeze.
And then there were 2, Surfer Dude and Gentle Giant.
Or is that 2.5?
Damn it. Just fold. I got to balance like a cat, mate.
Yeah, famous last words as the giant's been slain.
He might have balance like a cat, but in Wipeout you don't get 9 lives, just the 1. Maybe he meant catfish.
So Surfer Dude takes the $1,000 bonus.
That'll buy a lot of wax.
Woo! So 6 are through to the next round. Joining Surfer Dude Miles Cotman, a gentle giant Tim Watts, ladies man Lockie McDonald, Eco Warrior Sarah Healy, the decorator Lisa Madsen, and Lifesaver Naomi Flood.
Next up, it's the spin cycle of our competition. It's enough to make you sick, but in a good way.
The Dizzy Dummy is up after the break on Wipeout Australia.
Welcome back to Wipeout Australia, the weirdest family show on TV.
Well, the sweeper swept another 6 contestants away, so we're down to our final 6.
They are eco-warrior Sarah Healy, lifesaver Naomi Flood, and the decorator Lisa Madsen. And they're up against the gentleman trio of gentle giant Tim Watts, surfer dude Miles Cotman, and ladies man Lockie McDonald.
And of those 6, just 4 move into the Wipeout zone.
But to get there, they have to survive our next diabolical device. It's called the Dizzy Dummy. Tell them how it works, James.
Sure, Josh. Over 4 rounds, our contestants are strapped to the Dizzy Dummy until they're good and dizzy. Then, with their heads still spinning, they'll try and cross the slippery beams.
That's a big log coated with greasy stuff, like grease.
The rest get back on the Dizzy Dummy and then tackle the dock maze. Those who fail, spin again.
And again, and again, and again, until we have our final 4.
They will move on to the Wipeout zone and make a run for $20,000. So here we go with our intrepid adventurers.
Oh, dee-dee.
Just out of interest, see if you can spot the gentle giant.
This is not a test of strength.
More a test of who can retain their balance and their lunch.
Oh, dudes. Oh, dudes.
There's Lisa the decorator.
Doing her best not to decorate the floor with a Technicolor spray.
Lisa, when are we going on that date?
And if the Dizzy Dummy doesn't make her sick, Lockie's attempt at speed dating will.
All right, they're off, and they head for the slippery beams.
They all look dizzy, but just to make sure, we spiked their Fanta with brake fluid. Hey, James, I just found the gentle giant.
He wasn't even close.
Surfer dude and eco-warrior going for it.
Maybe we should have let him wax that beam after all.
How's that crunch fall? There, Miles. Right down the middle. Oh, ah!
Uh-huh. Ask and you shall receive, inquisitive decorator.
Eco-warrior on the left, ladies man Lockie on the right.
Oh, ladies man Lockie cops one in the wedding tackle. Now he's packing a little less heat. Here comes the decorator, followed by lifesaver Naomi, who hasn't seen this many inflatables since Series 4 of Baywatch.
Well, they're both in the soup. Now for the surfer dude.
Oh, who cops another one in the pipeline. Meanwhile, eco-warrior's given up tree hugging and is trying to chain herself to the rubber log.
Ladies man mounts the beam side saddle, and the gentle giant's now on.
Ow, and that's going to be even more painful because he's got further to fall.
Lisa, I'm coming right behind you.
Now there's incentive to get a move on.
Focus. Focus.
With ladies man Lockie in pursuit, the decorator's balance has suddenly come along in leaps and bounds. Can she make it into the Wipeout zone? One more jump and she's home.
Man. Come closer.
Surely. Oh!
Oh, you gotta be joking.
I wouldn't stay like that too long. Look who's coming.
No!
So close. I can't believe it.
Well, she didn't make it, but at least she avoided Lockie's slimy hands. Eco-warrior now heading for the finish like it's a Japanese whaling vessel. Here she comes.
Look at this. She is just one step away from the Wipeout zone.
Oh, she's done it.
That's one for Mother Nature. Zip for the multinational eco-vandals.